Boom, 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 boom. Okay, in this video, I'm gonna be teaching y'all basics of Yeeps. Okay, so the first basic of Yeeps is when you come over here. Basically, this is what you'll see. There'll be a bunch of cool items and all of this. So basically, how this works is that these will be free for if you're a new player, which they'll still be free, but you can place them down, build, and just they can even float, which is pretty cool. And also, if you work all your way down, but you have to buy something before you can get the thing in front of it, is pretty cool. You can get to the bat, which will just destroy it. Pretty cool. They also have a pellet gun. So it'll shoot out pellets. Pretty cool. Also, every day you go into the game, you will have this button, which will give you free buck coins, which buck coins are pretty much what you have to get to buy everything on this, which is pretty cool. So every day you'll be able to claim this, and if every day you click it or you get the buck coins, you'll get a what's it called? A login streak. Yeah, that's what I was. So I've been doing that for 327 days, and it'll tell you when you get next. So now I get 160 buck coins. You would normally get 100. Now there'll be like quest here, like go up above the build height limit, which really you can just pillar all the way up there. Which will take a while, but you'll get there. Just to pass the time, I'm going to use something else to get up there, because I don't want to waste all that time. I literally didn't even have to go that. But once you do that, you can claim this, which will give you more buck coins, and smash an instrument on player's head. An instrument, which is on this tech web. This is the instrument tech web. So you have a war horn, you have a bell, you have these confetti cannons, or confetti gun, sorry, which you can just let go of, and you'll start flying. And if you click it with your other hand, you go higher. That's pretty cool. They also have like speakers that you can play with all this stuff on this side. And they have the record broadcaster. And then music disc. Bread. Yeah. There will be a music disc station that you can buy stuff from. Now, this is the game mode tech web, which will have tag or tap tag, hangout mode, which it's just a hangout, you can do whatever you want. Hide and seek, which you'll have pens that you come out of your body and you throw it at people. Survival is just you have to survive for a long time. FFA arena is whoever's the last person standing wins. Hunt is like there'll be a certain person that gets picked and they have to kill everybody. And team arena is just FFA but for teams. But now we have like game rules or game signs. So you can make it to where they can't reset the map, which resetting the map is basically you come over here and you'll press this button that will reset the map and everything will go back to normal. So if I get rid of that and come over here, I'll reset the map. But since I have this sign, I can't. Now I'm gonna show y'all some stuff in there. which is basically where you will spawn when you first join the game, and it's basically just where everything is. So, yeah. You'll see this portal, which is, you're gonna see this a lot in this game. But you should be here, but really, you should be over there. So, I'm helping you now, but you move around with your hands. I should have mentioned that earlier. But you move around with your hands, you get used to it after a while, and yeah. But basically, if you come down here, don't worry about this red dot, it's just my mobile app thing, I'll show you later. Also, it might go away because it'll crash, but that's fine. This is the tech web we were looking at before, and this is like different biome tech webs. So, this is the snow one. You have a grappling hook, which is cool. You can grapple on the stuff. Yeah, grappling hook. You can buy like health packs, which you'll like, it's right here. You just pick it up and you get more cotton, which is what you use to make stuff like this sword, the prop scanner, my camera, and it also has mobs, so I'll show you that later because I can't respond right now. But this is a gnome. They're pretty cool guys. Some of them talk, some of them don't. This is the fantasy biome tech web. Now they have more mobs, gnomes. They have some building blocks, gates, and you can also change the weather with these, which is pretty cool. You got potions, which I can show you. You got the blindness potion, which will make you blind, like that. You got the haste potion, which if you use like smooth turn, which you can use in your settings by pressing the 3 lines on your left controller, this will pop up. You can do smooth turning, and then joystick turning. Joystick rolling is so you can like go upside down, but I wouldn't recommend that if you get like motion sickness. But this basically just makes that go faster. Motion sickness warning right now. It just makes you go really fast when you spin. But anyways, we got a fly swatter. Why? Okay, I don't. You got a fly swatter. You got some potion ingredients that you can put into this cauldron. And when you mix those together in a certain way, you can make different potions. Now, if we go to the ocean tech web, they have a lot of weapons, like this. They have a bazooka. That will lock on the people, but I'm kind of lonely right now. They have a crossbow, sniper. They got some water stuff, like flippers, some glass, and then they have turrets, which, if you see a, like, wrench and a hammer sign, that means you can only do it in creative mode. So, when I had that green outline across me, that's the only time I could place that down in this. So, to open this, you just have to click it once with this trigger, and it will pop open. And you're not gonna have as much stuff as me because I've been playing this game for a long time, but this right here with the wrench and hammer icon is all the creative stuff. Now you can't do it in survival mode because it's survival mode and you can't like build as much, but you'll still have your cotton, your pillows, and that's basically it. They have a head turret which you put on your head, and you'll like track enemies or monsters, and they'll just start shooting at it. You got a stuffed missile turret, and this is a wooden missile turret. So if it says wooden, then that means it's most likely going to be in creative mode. If it says stuffed, then it's going to be in play mode or survival mode. I don't own these because I just never got around to getting them. But the target turrenter, the turret targeter is basically, it will make, like, say this turret, if I pointed it at like a guy over there, it would start shooting at that guy. So that's pretty cool. They have some paint, which you can paint stuff with. Like, I can make this color, or I can make it a different color. They also have glowing colors, which is pretty cool. That's basically it on this tech web. Now I have a desert biome tech web. They have railroads, and they have like stuff ones, so you can do it anywhere. Like you can make it go up, but you put this on behind, or you put this under you, and then you can go on it, and then you can just make a roller coaster. But beware, people are not the nicest, and they try to destroy your roller coasters. So yeah. Now, they also had a new update where they added wings. So here's the wings. You can pull your triggers, and you can kind of see them sometimes. And you just flap like a bird when you hold your triggers down. And they also have some fire stuff. I don't own any of these, which is kind of disappointing, but a bunch of fire stuff. And if you really want to see this, ask somebody for like a flare gun. Oh wait, I have a flare gun. So, I'm just gonna tell you now, this is a flare gun, okay? But this is a harder way to get it. It costs more. So this is like special items, or what we call reskins. Oh, it's not here. So it used to, this would be here. It changes every 2 days, so maybe in 2 days this will be back. But as you see, they have like these wings, or this grappler, or this bat or sword, or this fire axe, which I'll show you in just a second. Oh, look, here's one right here. So this is the flare gun. This shoots out a ball of flame. But if you shoot somebody, like this guy, he's gonna catch on fire and slowly take damage. There is also a fire extinguisher, which will take out fire. So if I get this and shoot this guy, I can clean him out. But also another cool thing is that will happen, where it will just start flying around like crazy, which is pretty funny. Got stuck. And you can also fly. Now, these are air grapplers, which are basically what I like to call platforms, because you can just fly. Alright. So, this is my favorite one. This is the wiring tech web, where they have, if you are good with coding, these are variables. So, this is a variable definition, which is like the memory store for the variable. These are the displays, and all of these, like variable less than, equals, greater than, setter, randomizer, all the cool stuff. They also have teleporters for creative mode, where you can have a respawn teleporter, where if somebody dies, they respawn in that place. And they also have like custom light selector, which is basically I might have a horror map and I wanted to make it really dark. You can do that with that by pressing arrows on the side right here. Now this is a 4x4 warp portal, which I'll show you that in my creative world in just a sec. You also have radiation bombs, which basically it'll make you fast if they explode on you. Also they have like doors, and they also have the risk vacuum, which I really don't see many people use this, but you can grab stuff from far away. And they also have sliding doors, which is cool. They added that like a few months ago. Not too long ago. A reset map block, which if you put down that sign I was talking about earlier, it will bypass that and it will still do it. A closed server block is so nobody else can join after that's been powered. Now they have retracting spikes, which if you power it to the bottom here, let me see if I can show you. There's a like little indent which you can put a wire into and have a button, and if you click it when it's connected right, the spikes will come up and you can get hurt by them. Now all of these I've showed you. You have all these rules, game modes, just all kinds of stuff. This is the music tech web I was looking at earlier. I forgot to mention the disc launcher, which if you get a music disc like this one, you can just launch it. And while it's getting launched, you can actually hear it playing the music, which I can try to show y'all. Let me see if I... Yeah, it does. You know, all the cool stuff. I also have a letter, which you can do that and say hi or something, and then it successfully wrote the letter, and you can just throw it down, people can pick it up and it says, oh, it's from me, hi. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, the party gun, I'd like to call it party gun, but it's confetti gun. You click it and you'll start flying, or you just let go and you'll start flying. Oh, that was a teleporter, just so you know. Now for the last one, but not the least, the prop tech web. Now, basically you can buy the tech web, and there's a bunch of props that you can put down in creative mode, which they have like house stuff, arches, people, paint, which I'll show you in a different video if y'all subscribe and tell me that y'all like this content. And then everybody bought this pretty much straight away, but you can become objects, like I said earlier. Yeah. I'm gonna be stuck as this guy. Hold on. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Now I'm gonna show you some other cool things real quick, which is this card tech web, which basically it just has cars. I have the green car because my favorite color is green, but you have to get remotes. I don't have enough cotton. So now that I don't have enough cotton and it says 720, the best way is definitely not trying to find items on the ground and putting them in your stomach, aka what we call eating them, or doing this, like I said earlier. But it is to go up here, and you see these machines right here? These will give you cotton. So if you just put your hand on both sides, they'll start giving you some cotton, and you can see that number's going up pretty quick. Alright. Now, while I'm up here, I want to show you all this. This is the achievement board. This will always be here, and they'll mostly never ever change. So it'll say the name, which is Team Up 4. Play 100 games of Team Arena, which these will be easier because it'll be easier for y'all. I've done all the easy ones, like I'm on fire, get a 7-day login streak, what I showed y'all later, where you press this button every day and you get a login streak. Like I have a 327 login streak. You'll get more if you keep on pressing that button every day. Like I was saying, there's just a bunch of them. There's 13 whole pages of just random stuff, like brush your pet 10 times, or put your pet on your arm. But it's pretty cool. Now I'm going to show you private worlds, which I was in earlier. You should see your name here, and if you have friends on VR, then you might see their names here if they're in Yeeps. Now you go in. You'll see this last time. And this will be your room. And you won't have these rooms yet, but I've bought them. I'll show you. Alright, basically this is what you'll see. They cost a lot, but it's worth it because you get this whole entire giant map. These won't be here, I put those down. But you'll get this giant map. It will be a little smaller because you can change the size on this thing, which I'll show you right now. So, basically, it only costs 300 buck coins, which is a lot, but you get that every day if you do all your challenges. Actually, no, you won't. It will take you at least 2 days if you're brand new to get all that. But you can pay it, and it'll have a giant list, like I'll show you right now. You'll see this giant list, and you can click one, and it'll change to that size. I'm not going to do that right now, because I don't want to waste my buck coins. You can view the You can view the changes that happened last, like change the room dimensions to that. You can make it point in a different way, so like this lobby would be over there if you changed it to north. You can also change the biome, which I'm not gonna do. Change the name, don't mind this name, I don't know what I was doing when I was young. And you can do advanced options, and you can delete the room, which will only give you like 10% of the buck coins. Okay, it doesn't give you any buck coins actually anymore. You can add a thumbnail to it, which I wouldn't do it in this. You can delete the floor for like sky maps or all that. You can change the position on a map, which I'll show you a map right now. A map is this. So this is a map of my whole entire private world. So I can press these buttons and I can teleport there. And see, I'm here. Also, this is one of the potions. You can get a team potion diffuser. And this is one of the potions that you can make that will turn you big. Which, if y'all want to know, it's just a bone, a mushroom, and good flower, as I like to call it. Just that flower. Now, if you hold down the 3 lines on your controller, it'll make you leave the room. So you can go back to whatever you were doing last. And it sends me back here. Now, these are the warp portals and I was talking about. See, it's this portal, and this is like the thumbnail that you could have bought in the other thing. Anyways, now that I have my cotton on, after a few minutes, I'm gonna go back to show you the last thing. Now, these are the last things I'm gonna show you. Basically, you get a car, and you get a camera, and you get these controllers. So if you grip down that way, it'll make it go backwards. If you do the other one, it'll make it go forwards. If you move your joystick, as you can see here, it will turn it and do all that. You can also do, if you press A on your right controller, this one, it'll jump. So if you make this go down while you're jumping, it'll do a flip. But you can combo this in a cool way. And also this camera, which you can get right here. You can also get this, which don't recommend if you get motion sickness. But you put it on and you can look around. See, that's me right there. So you can just go around and you're technically the car. Now, another cool one is they have planes like this. Now, I'm going to put a camera in it, and you can see it's like the other thing, but you don't have to press jump. You just have to push your thing down, and it will start flying. Now, if you do press the jump button, it won't do anything. But if you press the button on top of A, it will shoot, which will take cotton from you, so be careful. Also, if you use VR, it'll be the same as the car, so I can just fly around freely, know where I'm going, and shoot. I can go up here, and I'm gonna be down there somewhere, so it's kind of like you're in the airplane. So that's about it about that. This is the pet tech web, which everybody loves. Now they have pet arenas, which I'll show you in just a second. A stop sign, so if you place this in your world, no pets will be able to move unless that is removed. Now I have two pets. I have my dog from real life, Willie, and you can have like flying pet riding, which I don't have any flying pets, which is kind of sad, but if you buy a plushie, which I'll show on the screen right now, you can get a flying pet, and it can actually fly. Now this is a laser. Your pet will always go towards the laser. This is a name tag, so you can name them. It's kind of like the note, but you put in a name, and then just put it on them, and it should just name them. Now this is a ball. You throw it, you'll go for it, and it'll come back to you. Now if he doesn't let go, which I'm going to try to get him not to, but he's a pretty well-trained dog, you will have to shake him, and oh, his head came off. You'll have to shake him, and then he'll come off. This is a pet bed, which is a creative item, but you can just put your pet in, and it'll sleep. This is like the shop that I'm looking at right now, and this is a broom. You can just pet your dog. This is like a random pet generator thing. This is like pet cosmetics. If you press this, it'll give you an egg, and you have to throw it at the ground really hard until it hatches. This is the record store. They have a bunch of, well, records. You can hear the records. See if they're good. I like this one. But there's also sound effects for sound effects. That's cool. Yeah. These will change every few days or so. And that's about it. Now, there's a few things I have to show y'all before you go, oh, what about this, or what about this? This is a bundle, okay? It costs $30, which I already have it because, yeah, these will change every update, which will go away in 15 days. But you'll also get these special cosmetics, and that people that don't have it will not have it. You also get this this item, which is a crossbow, which I'll show you right now. This is the item you get from this. You don't even have to own the original item, you just have to buy the bundle to get that. Now, before y'all say like, oh, well, how do I get to other maps? Well, that's, you just, right here. So, you'll start from over there, which is what we call the leaderboard, and we'll show everybody's name. Not their real name, their in-game name. Like mine's 3rd Gen, because that's what my meta username is. This is a private code, so this is just the random private code I typed in and then pressed the check mark. And you'll see this green check mark, or arrow, that will lead you to beginner minigames like tap tag, hide and seek, and then just like a pet thing where you can take care of your pets. And then featured is like just random things. You just go in there, and then this is personally my favorite map, because this is like one of the best updates in my opinion. And then you have Adventure, which is basically all the biomes I talked about down there in here. So you go in there, you can find more portals. I'm gonna leave y'all to it so I don't spoil as much. And also I just don't want to do it, but yeah, so these right here are wilds, which you can join people and create stuff. Which, this one is random stuff will fall out of the sky, and you can, like, if you don't have as many objects or items or anything, all these will fall from the sky, which is pretty cool. Now, last, this is where they show out the new update. So they have, like, they have the portal where you can go through. This is one of the new maps. This is just like signs. They'll have signs probably every time. This is the bundle. Yeah. Random sign. Ow. And if they have like new features, they'll show that and all that. Oh yeah, and don't be afraid to ask people for help, because there might be some people that say like, oh, you're just terrible at the game. I would just ask another person if they say that. So like, say you were somebody that came up to me and said, how'd you get that sweater? And I was one of those mean people that like, oh, you'll never know. But personally, that's not me. I would tell them, oh, I'm a content creator and I get this from doing monthly challenges. So yeah. So cosmetic stand, buy cosmetics. Yeah. Also, for some people, even if they've played the game for a while, I'll show on a screen, but if you see this, or a magnifying glass, then that means there is a moderator, which a moderator is basically if people being bad, then they'll get banned if the moderator reports them. Now, if they don't pull that out for some reason, you'll see this on the on the leaderboard. It's like a little shield icon, but that's if they don't have the badge on. See, I have this badge right here. That means I can test out the game before it comes out, which a lot of people have because it's a whole thing. But it's basically this. When I put it on, you see that icon comes up, but it's like a blue shield, pretty much. That means that there's a moderator, and yeah, just be on your best behavior no matter what. Just because there's a moderator in your room doesn't mean that there's not one in the next room you go into. And don't try to leave because you're not going to be able to, because that's like a really cool rule I never thought of. But if there's a moderator in your room, then you just can't leave. Like, the only way you could possibly leave... Actually, I'm not even going to say that. But just be on your best behavior. Don't try to tell people bad stuff, and just you can see over here on the leaderboard they have community guidelines. This isn't all of them. If you go to their Discord, there's more, which if you want to join their Discord, if you come over to the very broken tech web, as I like to call it, you'll see join the Discord community. If you press that, it'll go to their Discord. If you have Discord, then that's good. And also, if you lose this login streak, say like I didn't log in tomorrow, you can restore it by pressing this, which I already have it. But you can also leave a review. Yeah. So that's basically it. Have a good day. Bye. Subscribe, maybe. Helps out a lot. I think I'm in a sub goal with my friend Diggy Pants, as he said in one of his shorts. So I would really appreciate it if y'all subscribed. And also, if you're seeing this, then I probably uploaded 3 other videos today, because I just felt like it. So, share this video, maybe make people subscribe. It would help me out a lot. And maybe, if too many people know me, I'll get Star Creator, which is kind of like... I'll show up the badge and like the thing on the leaderboard, like kind of like the moderator, or the what we call lab rat, which tests out the game. If I get that, then people will know, like, oh, he's not an impersonator, and he's actually like the real deal. And also I get like a little button where I can change my name, so people won't say, oh, it's him. So, I mean, it would be cool to have that, because just think of all the people that would know me. But not just for Star Creator, I just really want some people to be like, oh, I know that guy. Because I think it's pretty fun to hang out with the community. What's a funny story is there's actually been somebody that came up to Diggy Pants and like, oh, you're the guy from 3rd Gen. He's like, oh yeah. Which really was nice. Whoever that was, shout out to them, but I don't know who they were. But anyways, see y'all in my next video, which is probably going to be a game on Steam called Lockdown Protocol, which is pretty cool. Or you might see a different video I don't even have planned out yet, but yeah. I'll show y'all some more tutorials if y'all like this and I get a lot of subscribers from this, or just like if you want me to do more of these and show out some more stuff that maybe even new players didn't even know. I mean old players. Okay, I messed that up. Maybe even old players didn't know. So yeah, have a great day. I'll see y'all next vid.